The Mammies are already dancing. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, Derek.
Oh, there's a lot of Mammy love here in the heart of Dublin City Centre. Of course, it is the build-up to Pride 2025.
We set up a couple of years ago, myself and Claire Flynn, who are two very proud trans Mammies from Limerick, and we got together because we were worried about our kids and we wanted to talk about how we could keep them safe and also how we could let them know how much we love them and how proud we are of them. So we got some t-shirts, we joined these two on a train and we went to Dublin Intersex and Trans Pride and we were welcomed with open arms.
Something that you may not have thought of is that there's a lot of people who can't move on this because that's the people who've transitioned their own children. So those people are going to be like, you know, the Japanese soldiers who were on Pacific Islands and didn't know the war was over.
Right.
They've got to fight forever. This is another reason why this is the worst social contagion that we'll ever have experienced. A lot of people have done the worst thing that you could do, which is to harm their children irrevocably because of it. Those people will have to believe that they did the right thing for the rest of their lives, for their own sanity and for their own self-respect. So they'll still be fighting.
Telling me you actually stood at the back of the parade, but you were dragged up to the front of it.
Yeah, what we thought is we'd go and we'd learn a little bit in the back, and we really hoped that nobody would mind us being there. And instead, we were welcomed with open arms. We were pulled in, we were hugged, and what we found is actually a lot of people wanted us to give them hugs, and so that really started us. And that year we did Dublin Pride. There was 3 of us holding the banner, and this year we think that there's going to be 70 of us. So there's a huge crowd of adults right now who are looking around the world and not liking what they see. We're the ones who are in charge right now, and we're the ones, it's our watch that this is happening on. So a lot of adults are stepping forward and saying, not on our watch.
And each one of those people destroys entire organisations and entire friendship groups. Like, I've lost count of the number of times that somebody has said to me of a specific organisation that has got turned upside down on this, oh, the deputy director has a trans child, or, you know, oh, the journalist on that paper who does special investigations has a trans child, or whatever. The entire organisation gets paralysed by that one person, and it may not even be widely known at the organisation that they have a trans child, but it will come out. Like, people will have sort of said it quietly, and now you can't talk truth in front of that person, and you know you can't, because what you're saying is you as a parent have done a truly, like, human rights abuse level of awful thing to your child that cannot be fixed. There are specific individuals who are really actively against women's rights here, and it's not known why they are, but I happen to know through the back channels that it's because they've trans their child.
The beautiful thing about being our age is that we remember how things used to be, particularly in Ireland. We grew up and we lived through that time, and none of us have ever wanted our kids to live through that time again, or the young people in Ireland. But unfortunately, what we're seeing around the world is that there is a rollback in rights, and we're worried that it'll come here. But that's why we're marching, and that's why Pride is so important. We're here to march for community and love and friendship, and we are here also to give people hope so that the young people around will know that the adults are not gone anywhere. We're here and we've got their back, and we want to make sure that this does not happen here.
And so those people will do anything for the entire rest of their lives to destroy me and people like me, because people like me are a standing reproach to them. I don't want to be. I'm not talking directly to them. I don't spend my time bitching about them. But the fact is that just simply by saying we will never accept natal males in women's spaces, well, it's their son that we're talking about. And they've told their son that he can get himself sterilised and destroy his sexual function, and women will accept him as a woman. And if we don't, there's no way back for them and their child. They've sold their child a bill of goods that they can't deliver on. And I'm the one who has to be bullied to try to force me to deliver on it. So those people are going to be the people who will keep this bloody movement going, I'm sorry to say.